Top 5. Weird fashions around the world.
Lotus shoes. Lotus shoes were worn by Chinese girls with bound feet. For centuries, families repeatedly broke and folded the feet of their young daughters to create the tiny feet that epitomized femininity. The foot was bound with long ribbons to prevent growth. If the toes withered and fell off, even better. The process usually took between 2 to 3 years, and the girl's feet were bound for the rest of her life. Women with bound feet wore lotus shoes, cone or sheath-shaped footwear that resembled a lotus bud. The shoes were made of silk or cotton and were usually ornate, embroidered with flowers, animals, and other traditional patterns. There were many attempts to ban foot binding throughout history. It was officially outlawed in 1912, though the practice was still carried out in secret in some areas of China for years after. Arsenic dress. Bottle green dresses were all the rage in the Victorian era, and they had price tags to match. To achieve this lovely shade of green, the fabric was dyed using large amounts of arsenic. Some women suffered nausea, impaired vision, and skin reactions to the dye. But the dresses were only worn on special occasions, limiting exposure to the arsenic in the fabric. The garment makers were the real sufferers. Many died to bring this trend to the fashionable set. Corsets. Corsets have been around in one form or another since the 5th century. They were originally made of stiffened fabric, and then evolved into cage-like contraptions made from whalebone, wood, or steel. Corsets caused organs to shift around, and caused indigestion and constipation, but they weren't deadly. There's a lot of misinformation about the corset, as Valerie Steele, the director and chief curator of the museum at the Fashion Institute of Technology, explains. Most people today think corsets were extremely dangerous and caused all kinds of health problems, from cancer to scoliosis, Steele says. And that's quite inaccurate. Most of the diseases that have been credited to corsets, in fact, had other causes. Corsets did not cause scoliosis, the crushing of the liver, cancer, or tuberculosis. Neckring worn by Kayan tribe women. The Kayan tribe, a subgroup of the Karen people, is best known for its tradition of women wearing neckrings. Although the Kayan primarily reside in Myanmar, Burma, and Thailand, their distinctive cultural practice has attracted global interest. The tradition of wearing neckrings among Kayan women dates back centuries and is deeply embedded in their cultural identity. From a young age, usually around 5, girls wear brass coils around their necks. Over time, additional coils are added, increasing the length and creating the illusion of an elongated neck. The Kayan culture considers long necks a symbol of beauty and elegance. The rings also serve as a clear marker of ethnic identity. Some believe the rings protect women from tiger attacks, a notion rooted in local mythology. Another legend suggests that the rings were initially meant to give women a more dragon-like appearance, aligning with their mythological beliefs. Masai Tribe ear stretching. Ear stretching is a significant cultural practice among the Masai Tribe of East Africa, predominantly found in Kenya and Tanzania. This tradition, primarily observed among both men and women, involves gradually stretching the earlobes to accommodate large ornamental items. The process of ear stretching begins at a young age, often during childhood or adolescence. The initial piercing is made, and over time, progressively larger objects are inserted to stretch the earlobes. Ear stretching among the Maasai holds several layers of symbolism. Beauty, age and wisdom. Social status. Ear stretching among the Maasai is a powerful cultural practice that embodies beauty, status, and identity. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more daily videos.